my plan is to get the truck painted. I'm going to do it in my driveway. I actually saw it was Jamie, Enigmatic Nomadics. He did his school bus out. I think he did it just out in the desert. He sanded it, he spray painted it, and so I've done this kind of stuff before. Never a whole vehicle, but I know how to mask and sand, and I know the concept on how to do it. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how it works out. So I can do like masking, and I understand the fundamentals of how it all works. So when you see me doing the masking and stuff here, I am not a professional at this, but I do know how to do it, and I know the concepts. And so I use the auto body masking tape, which is it's a higher quality. It's got a lot of good adhesion properties to it, so it sticks really well. So what I'm doing is masking off like the hinges and the cabinet handles and the J channel, the rain channel, all the different trim pieces that I'm getting covered up here before I start sanding on it. So here what I'm doing is I've got an electric sander, a DA sander, dual action sander, and I'm using 400 grit discs, and I'm going over the whole truck to scuff up the paint so the new paint will stick to it. And I'm also knocking down the paint lines, so those red stripes, those are paint, and I didn't want the edges to show, so I tried to feather in those edges, and spent I think it was 2 full days it took me to get all this sanding done. And right here, I also had to do some hand sanding using a red Scotch-Brite pad. That's enough to scuff the paint up, so in some tight corners there where I couldn't get the DA sander, I had to do it by hand. So a lot of work, took a lot of time.
So I just took an hour drive. I had to go out to Lowe's, not my Lowe's here, but one in a neighboring town, and they had 13 cans of spray paint in the color I want. So I guess the question is, how many cans of spray paint does it take to paint an ambulance? And we're gonna find out. I started painting and kept running into a problem with the breeze. Like right now it's pretty still. It needs to be dead still. And so what I'm gonna do this morning, I realized that I need to do a little bit better on my feathering of these stripes. I did the other side yesterday and I had really gotten my rhythm going, and you can see the difference. I really knocked these down to nothing yesterday. I just got a lot better at it. So I'm gonna go back over to the passenger side and just hit those stripes a bit better. And I did the back yesterday, much better, a lot better feathering. So the trick is you got to change the discs often, and don't try to fight it. Once the discs start to wear out, you just got to change them out. So I've got this many left. Obviously I'm gonna need more because I haven't done the cab yet. So I'm gonna see if they have these locally. If not, I'll have to order some from Amazon. So I'm gonna set up and start working here. I'm probably not gonna video it. You've already seen me sanding. It's not a lot to learn. So I'll check back in with you once I've got more of an update and made some progress. Hopefully this wind will just die so I can really get some painting done today. So I don't think I'm going to get the cab done before the rain comes, so then I'll wait for the rain to pass and then go back at the cab. I'll throw a tarp over it because I've already got everything masked and I'd hate to lose that. So I'll check back in with y'all later.
So this is right about where my whole plan blew up. I could not get the truck painted in the driveway. I struggled with it for 2 days, trying to get paint on it and getting bad coverage and trying again. And so I called a friend of, actually the friend of my barber, who has his own paint shop, and him and I got together on a price. I explained to him, I had already done all the prep work and had it all masked and all that, and so everything changed at this point.
Hi, great news. I heard from Steve the painter yesterday, and he said he was able to go over the numbers and get the cost down for me. And even better than that though, he said bring it over tomorrow, which is now today, and he's going to get it back to me Monday or Tuesday of next week, which gives me the remainder of that week to get all the lights and stuff remounted and do all my final work, because my house closing is coming up, supposed to be next Saturday. So now I've got the whole week to get ready. So now I'm super excited. I'm going to drive the truck over there this afternoon and leave it with him. My daughter's going to meet me over there after she gets done with work and then give me a ride home. That now the truck is going to get painted and it's going to get back to me in plenty of time to get everything finalized, so I can spend the next several days while he has the truck. I can spend that on the house and getting the house ready, because not a lot of things, but some things to still get rid of and give to my daughter and give to my ex-wife. She's going to take a few things, and just the final last pieces. So great news, super great day. Update you soon.